Hey y'all. Alright, today we're back here in the kitchen at Camp Jackson and we're going to be parting out 2 whole chickens. And the reason for that is, one, and most importantly, is to save money on your food bill. If you buy the chickens already cut up, say you buy a package of split chicken breast, they can be as much as $4 or $5 a pound, which is ridiculous. No longer than this takes to do. These birds are 97 cents a pound. And they only take 1 to 2 minutes per bird to cut up. So today, I'm going to teach you how to do it, how to save money, and how to eat better at home. Because, well, all that fast food you're buying, it costs more than this does. So stick around and let's see how this is done. Now, cue the intro. Alright, you ready to learn how to do this? Got me a little kitchen towel here for my hands. As far as knives you can use, 2 of them I've got here. I've got a good boning knife. That one will work just fine. Or just a good chef's knife. This is the one I'll use most of the time. Kitchen shears are optional. You could probably do it with a pocket knife if you have one. Imagine the only thing that wouldn't work would be a plastic butter knife. So the birds have already had any giblets removed out of them, the neck, the heart, the gizzards, and those will be saved to make a gravy with. The birds have been patted dry with just some paper towels. And I'm going to show you on this first one, we're going to go step by step here, and then on the second one, I'm just going to go full speed and be able to show you how long it takes. They're really not that difficult to do. Some of the things we're going to do, we'll remove any excess fat off of them. We're going to cut the tail off here. We'll separate the wings, the legs, the thighs, and the breast meat here off of them. And on this one, I'm going to do a boneless chicken breast. I'm going to leave the skin on, but they'll be boneless. Then that way, later on here for tonight's dinner, I'm going to be roasting these in the oven to go along with a few other things we have coming up. So let's get this started, and we'll bring you in close so you can see how this is done. All right, let's start out with the bird, and we'll have the neck facing towards you. And all we want to do is we want to get this bird up on his side. And you got the wings here, and we have the legs and the thighs. We're just going to get that bird up in the air a little bit, and the skin right here is what we want to cut through. Okay, just a little cut there. And start to open it up, and on the back side right here is what's called the oyster. We want to get that piece of meat. That's actually a very tender piece of meat there. Get that? So we've got it cut around, and get him up on his side, leg in up close, grab it and pull. Right here is the bone and the tendon. We want to just cut through the tendons there. Grab it and pull. 1 leg quarter. We're going to flip him over and do the same thing on the other side. So get that leg up in the air, nip through the skin, open him up a little bit, get up around there and get that oyster, that piece of meat right there. Squeeze the leg and the thigh together, pop it, crack it apart, cut through the tendons, and pull. 1 leg quarter. Now, for these wings, we want to get them off of there. I'm going to take this piece of meat right here. Once we cut through that right there, you'll expose the joint here again. Cut through and pull. Same thing on this side. Get through that piece of meat on top, crack it open and expose the joint in here. Little nip with the knife. And we don't want to tear the breast too bad, so sometimes you'll have to cut. 2 wings. Now for the breast. We got that skin on there. Okay? And we can either separate the back off of it now, like we're going to do on the other one. But on this one, like I said, I want these boneless. So I'm going to go right down along the breastbone here. And I'm just going to follow the bone. Make sure you all can see that. Okay. Get all this out of our way. One boneless chicken breast. And the chicken tender, if you're wondering about that, that lays on the inside of the chicken breast. That's right here. That is the chicken tender right there. And once we're done, you can always trim them up a little more if you feel you need to. That little piece of fat there. And I do keep these sitting on a tray while I'm doing this. It keeps any juice that might still be in them, any liquid there, from running out all over my countertop. I'll set them on a cookie sheet or a baking sheet, and that'll contain them while I'm working with them. This side, okay, again, right down along the breast. And we just want to just skim along that. Just let the knife do the work. You're not trying to cut through the bone on this one. Okay, one carcass. Set that to the side. And there we have another breast. Now for a little trimming, see some of this extra fat here. Let's get that off of there. And oddball loose pieces of skin. So there's one breast. This one, yeah, a little bit of fat along there. We'll get rid of that. There's another boneless chicken breast for us. The wings, right here. On the wing tips, there's no real meat on these. Nothing there that we really want to have. So right where the joint is, take your knife, pop it back of your hand, and off it comes. One wing. Same way on the other side. Right where the joint is, smack it with the back of your hand on that knife. Another wing. Good to go. Leg quarter. Leg quarter. Now we'll take this a step further and I'll show you how to break these down separate as well. And because right now we have 2, 4, we have 6 pieces, and chickens are typically parted out into 8 pieces. So what you're looking for to separate the thigh and the leg here. If you look on the inside, there is a fat line right there. That's where you want to cut. That's where the joint is. And your knife should just go right through it. One leg and one thigh. We'll do the same on the other one. Let's get it in here. And when I open it, when I pull that skin back out of the way, you can see the fat line right here. That's where you cut. And your knife should just go right through. As long as you sharpened your knives before you started doing this. There's another leg and another thigh. Wings. Now me, I will save up all the wings until I have enough for a meal and do a honey barbecue wings. And for them, I want to separate what they call the drummy from the wing. So again, we're going to go right where the two meet and at that joint. Good smack with the knife. The drummy and the wing. We'll separate this one out the same way. Right in there at that joint. That one wants to be stubborn. There and there. Now we have 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces, and the wings just count as 1. So I have leg quarters or legs here to make my little chicken lollipops out of when we have a barbecue, which you'll cut all the skin around here, push the meat down, cut the tip off of the bone and remove everything right here, and they'll stand up nice and neat, and it's like finger food for people. Cover them in barbecue sauce or season them up however you want. The last barbecue that we had, I made them for everybody, and they really seem to like them quite a bit. So, Trish, Grant, you guys, if you're watching this, let me know what you thought of them. Chicken thighs, these are really good. I can take and bone them out here, and then we'll roll these up and grill them as well. Or you can just cook them off and use them for over a salad, sandwiches. Like I said, the wings, buffalo hot wings, buffalo wings. My case, honey barbecue wings. And then the chicken breasts, well, those go without saying. There's so many uses for them as long as you don't dry them out. Take your time, cook them right, 165 on an internal temperature. Don't go past that because then they're just dry and chewy and just hard to eat. All right, now I'm going to move these to the side. And I do have my baggies sitting right here ready to go. They're already labeled and ready to go in the freezer. The 2 breasts I need for dinner tonight, and the remainder of it will get bagged up and put in our deep freeze, and we'll be able to use them as needed. The carcass, I almost forgot. On the carcass and the fat and the excess pieces that you didn't use, if you want to be able to make a chicken stock, this is what the part that you want to use. Just save this, cut it up into a couple of pieces, 2 or 3 of them, throw them in a big stock pot with some whole carrots, peelings and all, stems and all, everything. Throw some onions in there, some celery, throw the root of the celery in there, some seasonings, salt, pepper, etc. And make you a good chicken stock, and then you can freeze that. Then what's left is you can actually dispose of. All right, we'll switch these birds around here. So give me just a minute, and then we'll show you how it does in normal speed. All right, we got our other bird off to the side, and this one we're going to do in real time, and I'm going to show you how long it takes here and if I can figure out how to do this. I'm still new to these cameras and the microphones and the lighting, so if you got any suggestions for me, let me know, please. But, uh-oh, my wife's home. All right, let's do this, and we'll see if we can put a timer up on the screen to go with it to show you how long it actually takes. Two, four, 6, 8. That easy. Stop wasting all that money. 97 cents a pound. This alone, $5 a pound if you have them cut it up for you. If you buy them pre-cut. Thighs, everything, just as bad. You don't need to spend all that money. This is so easy to do. Me, typically I'll do, 3, 4 chickens at a time, and that lasts us for quite a while. Use the meat up in 3 months and we're good. Let me clean everything up and get these bagged up, and I'll give you my last thoughts on this. Okay, we got everything bagged up. My wife came in, but she decided to go hide from me. She refuses to be on the camera, which is okay. But we've got 2 whole birds here. I've got my breast cut up here for tonight. We've got a bag of legs to make little chicken drummies out of, or chicken lollipops. We've got 4 thighs in this bag to be roasted, barbecued, however you want to do it. Chicken wings, there's half here. There's 1 serving here, and I get enough, we'll have another serving, and I'll make honey barbecued wings. We've got 2 whole breasts in here, and these do have the bone in, which I can debone them pretty easily, or use them for fried chicken, however we want. And remember, I was talking about the price of it, and I did weigh these, and these are 1.95 pounds, so on the chicken breast. So we're going to round it off and say an easy 2 pounds. If you go to the store and you buy these already cut off of the bird in a package, you're going to pay up to $5 a pound. That means for 2 chicken breasts, your dinner alone, you've already spent $10 just on 2 pieces of chicken. Well, me, remember we talked about price and being cheaper? Being able to take a minute and a half to cut this bird up, I spent $2 on chicken. I can make my whole meal for $6 or $7. You've already spent $10 just on the bird. Learn how to do this. It's so easy. Few Ziploc bags. Now, if you found this helpful, make sure and hit that like button for me. Hell, hit it 2 or 3 times. I don't think it'll work, but do it anyways, just for good measure. And subscribe to the channel. We'll be coming out with new videos all the time, between the cooking and on the build of the truck. And leave me a comment. Let me know if this helped you out. All right, I've got to get ready to make dinner here soon, so y'all have a good day. Let me know what you think.